Welcome back, everyone, to another edition of the Batman vs. Superman Batmobile from the Dawn of Justice. Right now, I am working on doing some detail work on some of the parts here. Now, basically, in step number one is referring to basically the engine, the transaxle, and the exhaust itself. Which has pretty much been completed, and I'll kind of show you this here. I'll bring the light down. Like I said, we're just dealing with a few colors here, which to reinstate the Craftsmart satin black for the base coat, and then we were going to go with the gunmetal gray from Folk Art, and we also have another silver sterling as well for Folk Art. And I threw in some Tamiya Chrome Silver X11, which I'll kind of show you those right here. Okay, that's the Chrome Silver. And then the Gunmetal Gray from Folk Art, which is also metallic. And the other metallic paint that I'm using is the Folk Art Sterling Silver, which you see right here. And basically what I'm doing is using this kind of palette that I got from Michaels, and just putting each of the colors in each of its own little spot there, and at this point, as far as the detail work, is basically just hand brushing the paint on. So as you can see here, we have the engine, the exhaust, and the transaxle dry brushed on. I did several layers of coats on that. I'll kind of turn that around so you can see all sides, and so that's where we're at right here. This is the other side, and like I said, this has all three colors layered on, from the base coat to the top coat, and this is the result. So pretty much, like I said, step number one is completed, and we'll put that off to the side. Some of the other highlights that I dry brushed onto to bring out the details are the actual left and right side panels of the Batmobile, as you can see here. Again, using just the three basic colors of the satin black for the background, and then the gunmetal gray, and then just kind of dry brushed a little bit of the silver to highlight it. So that is done. As far as the basically the upper front suspension, went ahead and attached the basically the left and front suspension struts onto the suspension, as you can see right here. And again, I also kind of highlighted part of the suspension struts on the lower end with some chrome silver, again from Tamiya X11, and let this set overnight. And so there we have it. So that basically is step one is completed as far as putting those parts together and detailing the paint. So with that being said, stand by. We will be back in a little bit. Alright, and we also have some other detail works that I've been working on. Basically, see if I can get the part names correctly, as I explain them to you. Here we have the drive housing assembly along with the left inner rear fender, and I'll go ahead and show that to you right here. And the same principle, just all hand brushed with the again with the gunmetal gray, and actually this is just basically gunmetal gray over the top black base coat for that. So there you see that. And like I said, I just want to kind of make it look like it's been worn a little bit. It's been used. Batman, it's been out of retirement for a little bit, so kind of hop back into the Batmobile here, and so there you go. I just wanted that feeling that some of the mechanical parts of the Batmobile has been used quite a bit. So there you go. There's that part there. And then, of course, then we have the other side of the drive, as you can see here. Again, just all hand brushed on there, and you can see the different variations of tones and shades that we have there against the backdrop of the fender. Now, eventually, the fender itself will be shot with some gunmetal gray as well. So there's that. And the next thing I did for detail work and shading is our machine gun turret. Again, just dry brushing with some gunmetal over the base. So there you have it there. Hopefully you can see that. Okay, and what else we got? We actually have the spider support braces that we're going to use later on to support the rear wings of the Batmobile. And again, basically just put some little details on there because it is a two different colors as far as for the supports. They're black with some silver for the like I said, for the supports to hold on to the rear wings. So that is done. And let's see, I started kind of working on the wheels and the rims. Let's see, we'll grab this one here. Like I said, just very subtle. Basically just dry brushed some of the gunmetal to bring out the details of the rivets, lug nuts, however you want to call them, and just to kind of give a little bit of a detail there. So there's that. And next up basically will be the let's see what we got here. Almost losing my place here. The suspension brace, which is over here. Again, just some subtle highlights with a little bit of some silver on the brace itself. So that is done. I also started working on the rear fenders just to kind of give some gunmetal details on the inner workings, as you can see right here. And then we actually kind of, here, let me bring this, I'll tell you what, let me bring this up a little bit since it's still sitting on the sprue. But just kind of started working on the basic coloring on the dashboard itself. The screens will be highlighted in some reddish orange. And once again, just to remind everybody when they buy this kit, there are no decals for this kit, as well as there's no Batman figure. So like I said, we're just dealing with the car itself. So there you go. Alright, with that being said, we'll be right back. Alright, so that's the end of this quick little update, and I hope you're enjoying part of the showing of the Batmobile that I'm putting together. And so until then, we will catch you on the next episode. So stay tuned. Everybody have a good day, and we'll catch you later. Bye.